What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. That's right, playing FTB Ultimate, and man, am I having fun. Seriously, so much fun. Holy crud, guys, how have you been? I missed an episode. I'm so sorry about that, but don't you worry. I've been busting my butt, busting my hump here. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you all the amazingness that's going to go on today. Anyway, yes, where were we? We have our amazing ultimate base factory. So very cool. Look at my iridium. Oh, it's filling in. These are the special ores that, I actually have to find in person. If a quarry does it, it breaks it. So yeah, they're pretty rare. One of the rarest, if not the rarest block there is in all of Ultimate. It's pretty cool. We're doing good on UU matter. Trust me, we would have a lot more, but it's because I have been a busy little bee crafting up so much solar panels and all sorts of shenanigans. So let's get to it. I got a lot going on today. First and foremost, let's go ahead and make another ultimate hybrid solar panel. All right, it should be ready in just moments. Doing the final little crafts there. Boom. Yeah, I crafted up most of it already. And bam. So last episode, we were just finishing like the crosses of the solar flower. And I was like kind of saying, oh, it's done, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, check it out now. Check it out now. Before we just had like this middle section here and this section here. Well, it's just getting bigger and bigger because, I'm just kind of hungry for power. So, and I think this is the last block that makes it more or less symmetrical. Yeah, it's symmetrical now. It's looking pretty cool. I dig it, but you can only imagine how much more power. Each one of these is making 512 EU per tick. It is redunculous. I mean, look at this. 9,000 EU. All right, that one, this one, they share each other's power. So sometimes it flips on, it flips off. That one's doing 9,000, almost 9,000. That one's not going. 9,000 almost not. I mean, it's just redunculous how much power is being made. There's even more of them back here. So, I have more of them than I need. So some of them do full power while others do a little bit less. It's not important, but all these are turning everything into steam, sending it through our tesseracts. Yeah, so that we can have power back at the base. It is just the best way to do it. So very cool. All of our farms are doing amazing. Our blazes have been keeping up. We have ridiculous amounts of everything here. We could probably shut these farms off, but we're going to find a way to use all the excess. So that'll be cool. So we made the seed farm last episode. It's been running straight through amazingly. Let's watch it when it pops up. Come on, do your thing. Yeah. Actually, it was a flower farm. It does seeds too, but it's intended for flowers. Oh my goodness. Every time I walk by there, because my coin, it picks up everything. It's pretty cool though. So anyway, things are going well. Everything is running so smoothly. And we have got so much more power that we are going to be able to, first and foremost, set in a whole bunch more matter fabricators. So we had 4. We thought that was it. We thought that was everything we were going to do. And remember, each one of these takes 8,000. What is it? Oh, I don't know why I always forget this number. 8192, right? 8192. That's the amount of EU. That is a lot. That is a lot of EU per tick, mind you, that each one of these is taken in. Well, we thought 4 was enough. Then we added in another 2. And these are all maxed out as well. Yeah. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we have power that we're not using. We're not really storing the power. So, hey, let's get more matter fabricators put in. And of course, these tesseracts link up and take the steam that we're producing from the solar panels, and it's the receiving end. And then through using our routers, yeah, we're able to both extract and put in all the shenanigans up to here because of the disk drives. We went through all this in earlier episodes, but we got 1, 2, and 3. So I think we have a total of, I think it's 9 now. Yeah, 9 matter fabricators. It is ridiculous. And let's see, I don't know, maybe we're not producing 8192 on the, wait, look at that, 8192, 8192, and yeah, so much power, guys. This is, I don't know if I've ever had this much power in any other season I've ever done. It is ridiculous, but you know what? This is just so that we can make the UU matter so much faster, which we in turn turn into iridium, we make into solar panels, and eventually this is our quest for the fusion reactor. So we're getting close, guys. We're getting so close. I keep on kind of jumping the gun, hinting at that we'll be doing it, you know, very soon or the next episode. But trust me, we're getting close. We're getting very close. Now, there's other things in preparation that we got to do for when we get a fusion reactor, things that take time. And in particular, that is getting all of the chemicals that the fusion reactor will end up taking. So, for example, this guy right here, the deuterium, I think I'm saying that right, is one of, which also, by the way, we're also turning into the tritium. Yeah, is one of the materials that will end up being used in the fusion reactor. So it's going to go through them quite quickly. We got to make sure that we have plenty stocked up before we're, you know, even able to use it. Because if we built it, this is basically the coal, the fuel for that reactor. So yeah. So anyway, downstairs, I'm trying to think. We put in, I showed you I put in the red power last time, which I'm still kind of confused about if I did it right. But hey, it works. It's all you can ask for. We got the adjustable energy storage unit too, for super quickly charging up all of our, you know, whatever. Plus it's extreme voltage power, so very cool. I'm trying to think anything else. I think that was about it. We did our squid farm. Yeah, I showed you the squid farm to be able to get the ink. Oh yeah, flowers. Let's just see. What do we actually got for flowers now in our system? 22,000. I don't know why the indigo flowers aren't going. Those are kind of a really good flower, but anyway, for whatever reason, they don't work. But 90,000 of the yellow flowers. Then we have rose. We have 45,000. This is important. These are all the things that we need for dyes. So now I should be able to make any color dye I want. There is more flowers. I just don't remember what they're called to look them up. And I got all these added deep storage units in here for all sorts of, you know, all the stuff from that farm. So those are the basics. Next up for today, oh, I made another Vadra. Yep. We had our Silk Touch one. I made another one for Fortune 3. Just important because, again, when I go over to the quarries and whatnot, this is where I've been finding all that iridium that I find. Every so often, I'll pop over, take a peek. Sometimes I'm able to actually catch one before the quarry goes and ruins it. Because remember, we can get like at least I think 2 iridium if and when I wanted to fortune them, you know, or process them in a better way. But it doesn't look like we have any now. On occasion, we'll find one in the walls. Oh man, it is such a good day when that happens. But anyway, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Quarries as far as the eye can see. And remember, this is just one of our quad quarries. We got the other one that's over. It's in kind of a nasty world, but it's a water world. And we started off around, let's just say 0, 0. I'll actually just show you how far we've quarried. Look at the cords now. We're at like 8,000. 8,000. I've quarried 8,000 blocks this way. That is so I didn't even realize it. I looked at it the other day thinking like, oh, what am I at? Like 500, 1,000? 8,000. It just goes to show you. Have been constantly quarrying since we started this series. Every time, I catch it within an hour of it finishing. So yeah, that's like almost a month maybe of just straight constant quarrying. So we're doing pretty good on stuff. Let's see, how much cobblestone do we have at this point? Dirt. Look at that, 670. I mean, not that this stuff is important, but you know, it kind of is. It just also goes to show you though, how long we've been quarrying. 63 million cobblestone. And of course, I use a lot of cobblestone too. So it's been even more, probably 70 million. It is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, today, let me show you what we're going to go through. I made up a ton of other machinery, which we finally have the power to be able to do like serious production of stuff. So let's get to it. All right, guys, are you ready for it? Huge factory going on today, the mega factory, in fact. So first things first, I want to set up, because I don't have this yet, I'd like to set up something over in our tank room for water, just so that we can send through a Tesseract water anywhere we need it. And we're going to do it through these aqueous accumulators. And of course, remember these, you just put 2 source blocks of water next to it, and it will pump out that third infinite source block of water into, you know, whatever you want. Now, it's annoying to have these, like I have them in other places around the base every time I need water, and it's just starting to get annoying. So I set up over here, I have 4 of these, and I have, you know, the infinite source blocks of water, you know, where I could just right click here with a bucket and it would refill itself, and then the source block would come back. Infinite source blocks. Well, let's just go ahead and put these linked into a Tesseract, which I have set for sending out water. And this way, wherever we have machines or something that needs water, I can just set down a Tesseract instead. It uses less space, and it starts to get annoying. Like when you have water like this, it's just hard to fit in, and it can spill over and do all sorts of bad things. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And then I could just put Tesseracts on the top of these, but I think, at least for now, you know, that would be, I guess, possibly a little bit quicker. But I think this is the better way to do it. We'll just pipe it in with Liquiducts, and boom, we now have water being created and sent out through the Tesseract. So very cool, very cool. And I'll show you where I'm going with this. By the way, look at our tanks. These were the mercury tanks, and this is kind of what's got me to go through this project, is we're starting to run low. We had both of these filled up with mercury, I think, as of last episode. We went through an entire tank, which, by the way, each tank is, 10,368 buckets. We still have 2 more filled with the mob essence, and then this is gaseous. Why can't I say it? It's deuterium. So yeah, this is one of the materials that we're going to need. And in fact, I should probably set up something to start bottling this up. But anyway, you get my point. We got a lot of that. That's a good sign, because that's, again, one of the materials that we need. Yeah, I went up through the wrong way. This is our routers going through all the disk drives and whatnot. We're going to be using routers today as well. But very simple. Remember that when we did all the dark iron and everything to make those? Yeah, maybe I can talk about them a little bit more. They're pretty straightforward. An amazing block. How are all of our things doing? All of our boilers? All doing amazing. I'd like to get something set up so that we can start possibly switching over to liquid boilers and get off the blaze rods. We'll see how that goes. I may use a different generator or something. Oh, and these are other auto crafting things. They're just simple things. I didn't think they were that important. Remember we set one up for gold? Well, these ones, I was noticing that I was getting like tiny piles of copper. I think it was when I was, I'm doing the industrial grinder for the gold, and that gives me tiny pile of copper and nickel, which it was starting to add up. I had like almost 50,000 of them in my system. So these guys, it's just turning the tiny piles into the large piles. Remember, we did the bone meal last episode, and then, yeah, nickel dust. So just all those different things. And with the auto crafting tables, it makes it so that my AE system isn't doing auto crafting. These will do it for us. So we're going to actually do this eventually for a whole bunch of more materials. I've meant to do this for a while, but we'll wait. We'll wait. All right, so here's the room that I set up for us. Yeah, remember this room? We had set up all of our things for sending over to the tanks before through the liquid transposers. Well, this is going to end up being a huge factory room where we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. Now, the first things that we're going to go through is, see, we have now the other end of the water tesseracts that we just set up downstairs, they're going straight up to here. These are already filled up, which is beautiful. So when I have water for each of them, I may not need them for all of them, but I just have it set up with other tesseracts for the future if I need something. I already hooked up all the power. That's a little tedious, so I just went ahead and did it. These are turning steam consumers to the energy bridge to, I have all, these are extreme voltage producers that making the EU, and then it goes to an HV transformer, and then I have the power storage MFSUs, which is the 512, and that's enough so that we can do it for everything. Yeah, and these guys, they're medium voltage normally, except I have a transformer upgrade in all of them, but medium voltage, so they take 128 EU per tick. So I'm able to get 4 from the 512, 4 from each of them, and that's enough to be able to power it. And I have an extreme voltage enough to do 4 of them, an extreme voltage enough to do 4 of them. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown, just to show you. And then over here, I have set up for our industrial centrifuges, which those only require like a really small amount. What is it, 32 EU a tick, but I put in transformer upgrades into all of them so that they could just go off of high voltage. So, and again, I've got a bunch more of the extreme voltage ones, probably overkill. It's just to make sure that I can keep all these MFSUs full, which again, those are high voltage. So very cool, all linked up with the fiber cable. So anyway, let's get to it. For this one right here, I have sending in through the back an export bus, putting in empty cells, and then the empty cells go to the router. Routers don't require power or anything. You just basically tell it what side to insert. I have no filters on it, so it's just insert. Because it's pumping in the empty cells are going there, and I'm telling it just insert bottom side. That's it, of anything that's touching these. For this one, it is just saying extract from the north side. That's north is this way. So it's going to be extracting from this side of the machine. So that being said, industrial electrolyzers, again, I have in each one, I have one transformer upgrade. So it moves it from the mid voltage to the high voltage. Very important. Let's get these set down. Boom, boom. Now, because these have inventory slots on them, the routers will connect to everything in the system. That's how routers work. You have to have a block next to them that has an inventory slot. So when all these do, and they're slowly getting their power. So this one's already going. Now over here, we have the water that's piping in. So these are going to fill up with water, and this is going to be making our hydrogen, which is the first step right here. You just take water, industrial electrolyzer, it makes hydrogen. So very cool. All these are going to be making hydrogen. We just got to give them a moment for them all to get powered up. I'm sure it's requesting crap tons of power right now, but as you can see, they're keeping up. They're fine. Everything's all good in the hood. Now they require the complete amount of voltage. If for any point they go under what they request, the machine stops working. So very important that I had this little system here very exact for the amount of EU that it was pulling. So, and again, this is more than enough. So, in fact, it's the perfect amount. So, very cool. And as you can see, it's already starting to work. It's getting filled up. Now, I could put in upgrades, filters to make this go faster, but since we're not doing any overclockers, I didn't really find it necessary or needed. We just have the cells going in the bottom, and then this one just extracts everything that they make. It's probably not going to do it instantly, but we can actually probably check it out. Hopefully. It takes a while, but because we have so many machines in this factory, there's no need for speed because we have numbers. And boom, and as you can see, hydrogen's made, and then it also made compressed air cell, which I have another process that just empties those, takes the air out so that we have plenty of cells going on. So this system's working fine. I don't know why the lights, the colors haven't gone on this one, on these ones yet. Oh, it's because I think they don't have enough water yet. All right, well, we just got to give it a little bit of time. It should I have this all done up, right? That's good. Yeah, it should be fine. It just got to give it a moment. They take a little bit of time. I think these ones, once these probably are fully filled, then it will switch over to these. This is my best guess. Anyway, good enough, good enough. All right, and I have this on receive only. Yeah, so it should be fine. Just give it time. All right, next up, we got the hydrogen. I then have these guys set up already. And again, I did all the tedious stuff. This one just pulls out. This one is inserting the empty cells. And this one is inserting the redstone. So that's actually for the mercury. I guess we could skip that step for a second. This one, okay, here we go, is inserting the hydrogen cells. This one's just extracts out. So all we got to do is put in hydrogen cells. This is inserting in the top side, hydrogen cells. This is extracting from the west side, which is over there. So let's go ahead and fill this up. I have enough to do a crud ton of them, and these take such little power that we're able to just, put in a crap ton since I have them all on high voltage, even though they don't require high voltage, but they can accept it. All right. So as you can see, the hydrogen, it's going into them now, into every single one. I actually found it kind of nice. It seems like the routers by default actually kind of like, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they just almost like they put in like one at a time, it seems like. So it's really nice. I don't have to do a filter for thoroughness or anything. So that's cool. And then once those process, this takes a while. That's why I have so many of them. It'll be all set. And we're actually making the hydrogen faster, I think, than I'm processing them even with this many. So we might even add in more. So that's cool. Now with the hydrogen, once it's processed, turns into the deuterium. So that's one of the things that we need. So that's cool. But if you look at what do we use the deuterium with eventually, we use it with the tritium. So important. It can also be used with helium-3. So we're going to be doing it with the tritium. So cool. All right, let's do this one right here. This is getting the mercury, which we're really low on. So let's go ahead and get this done. This is doing the redstone. So let's get those all filled in. Boom. That's all going to process redstone, and that will make us our beautiful mercury for processing ores. So that's cool. This one, I guess I have set up doing, what is it? Glowstone? Okay, this one's doing the glowstone, and no, actually that's what's doing, we're getting helium from that one. So let's go ahead and get that all put in place. So boom, boom, boom. I actually have the tritium, I think, being processed still downstairs. So these will actually replace a lot of the stuff that I have downstairs, and we can do later. So that's cool. Now these ones I have blank so far. I've only gotten this far. So that is good enough. And let me figure out. I was thinking maybe what we could set up over here is processing for the helium to go into helium-3, and then probably the tritium as well. So let me get that started to be set up. All right, guys, I've got my bearings. I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to do this because we do not want to completely make, so we're making the deuterium into the tritium. We don't want to completely use up all those, so we're going to want to use a level emitter. And then the same for the helium once we make the helium-3. And there's actually other ways to make helium-3, but not until we get to the end. So, it is what it is. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and stick the extracting ones, I guess, on the outer sides. Okay. And we don't really have to specify much other than extract. And we're going to say extract from west side. All right. Perfect. And this one, extract from the west side. Any of these sides are probably fine, but I've been doing it so that they always extract from to the right side of the machine. All right. Perfect. So we got those done. And then this guy is going to insert, and we're trying to turn this there. Oh, wait, no, my bad, my bad. These ones are when we do it. We got to put on the buses. All right, so export buses. Right there and right there. And these guys are going to say, so we'll do this one be the tritium. So we're going to say export the deuterium, but you know what? Even before that, let's put level emitters going on. So how can we fit these guys in? We'll have a level emitter. Should we do it from the bottom? Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the only place that we really have space if we don't want to take away from our walking room. All right, that's good enough. So this one right here, let's put a level emitter facing this guy. If we can do that. All right, perfect. And then we're going to have a level emitter facing this guy. Perfect. All right, so this one we're going to say, how about, should we say 5,000 or 10,000? All right, so this one is doing the deuterium when there is, I guess we'll say 5,000. So when there's more than 5,000 deuterium in the system, we're going to say emit levels when above limit. Okay. And then we'll say here, active with signal. And we're going to say deuterium. All right. Beautiful. All right. So as soon as I plug this guy in, it should start to fill up the router. So let's go like that. Boom. Because we have in the system right now, is it 10,000? Yeah, we have 10,000 in the system right now. So now it should be filling it up. It was this one, right? Yep. Beautiful. And I'll play around with the numbers later. How many of each I want in this system. Then for this one, let's go helium. So when we have more than 5,000 helium in the system, emit when above limit. Beautiful. And then we're going to say here, active with redstone signal, stack at a time, helium. All right. And then let's just get these guys plugged in like that. Awesome. Yeah, golden. Absolutely golden. And in fact, we can take this guy out right there. Cool. All right, so that's all working out good. Let's just put this back in. Very nice. And I'm actually going to go like that. All right, beautiful. So those guys are linked in. This one now is getting the helium. This one is getting, oh crap, did I do helium? Helium. Okay, deuterium. They look so much alike. I don't know why they made them look so much alike. Maybe it's just how they look in real life. All right. Anyway, so and then we've got extracting. So as soon as I plug these guys in, boom, 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 boom. This one is now making the tritium. Awesome. All right, so that is cool. And this one, as soon as we plug this one in, and we have a lot more of the deuterium, but the helium, we only have 6,847. I had a couple of machines downstairs doing them. This one is going to take it takes glowstone, which is what we're doing right here to make it the helium. This is to make the helium-3. All right. I just love these routers, how you can make your system so much cleaner and neater. And of course, by doing this, we'll be able to get a whole bunch of our cells back too, so that we're not making too much of anything. So I dig it. I definitely dig it. And then I can decide later if I want to put more of these monitors in to view everything. That's why I have the AE wire there, in case we want to throw in monitors. But so far, so good. Look at that. Look at how many different things we have processing already. That is a beautiful thing. All right. So that's really doing everything we need, more or less, for the fusion reactor. All right. So next up, we have a whole bunch more slots. Well, I was thinking maybe, just maybe, we could start making like methane possibly. So methane. Oop. With methane, we're able to get that through, it looks like, doing any type of like fruits or foods, you know, which we have in the farm, so much excess. Meats, okay. Meats could be done. What else? Melons, of course. Okay, we're making melons, pumpkins. Oh, this would be a good one. I have so much rotten flesh, and I almost have nothing to use it on. Spider eyes, same deal. Carrots, awesome. Potatoes, yes. I mean, just look at all these different ways that we can use it to make tons of methane. And then the methane, of course, is a fuel. Look at that, rubber wood we could make into methane. And then that also makes carbon cells, plant balls, and sticky resin, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, so not bad. We have tons of different things we could use to make methane. And we could actually probably store the methane in the tanks downstairs. I think that sounds like a plan for our next thing to set up. So I guess let's start to do it. Let's throw in our routers. Okay. Let's set up the extract. We'll extract from on this side, it was the west side. And then for this one, we're going to go insert into the top side. Beautiful. Oh, this is so cool. All right. Now, this was going to be space for this thing, which is the rebottling. We have this so that it, I think, rebottles mercury. We don't have any mercury in the system at all right now. So I'm probably going to end up ripping that out and moving it. All right. But anyway, this one was the insert. Let's go ahead, set up our AE. So let's have this guy insert. Why don't we start off with doing the rotten flesh? Because I just have nothing to use the rotten flesh on. In fact, we can look at what, I mean, look at that. I have 2 million rotten flesh. What are the uses for this? All right, syringes. A whole bunch of stuff I'm never going to use from another mod. That's kind of cool. Zombie scepter. I didn't know I could refill this. That's actually pretty cool. Centrifuge. I don't even know what that's for. Yeah, and that's back to shape crafting again. So yeah, there's literally like almost nothing else to use it on. So that's perfect. This is ideal. Do I have more? There's my buses. This was the extract one. Perfect. We'll put stack at a time. That's inserting it. So these should already be filled. Let's check it out. Oh, I didn't tell it. Boom. All right. So all we need now are some industrial centrifuges. So I think I used all of mine up. Let's just see here. Oh, I got another 16 that I already put. Look at that with 2 transformer upgrades. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we already got this. We got to put in the power. So let's go ahead, get the power. And these are already wired up. MFSUs, they're already full on top of it. Yeah. What a beautiful thing. All right. Very cool. Get those all the way down. All right. So that's enough for all the machines. And in fact, you know what? For right now, why don't I remove this? And let's go wire this down even further, because I'm not sure what else I'd really do with the machines for now, or at least today. So I want to be able to use them up, but I can always just pull them out, move them somewhere else. All right, so let's get these all done up. Hopefully they don't explode. They shouldn't. Beautiful. Oh, crap. I almost forgot. We need one more for this set. One more router. You know why? Because for the methane recipe, let's just look. The methane recipe actually requires you to put in cells. So good thing I remembered that. Let's get another router. All right, got it all set up for auto crafting. Again, shouldn't need any type of filters on it or anything. All right, beautiful. Let's get that set down. This one is going to insert into the bottom, anywhere, bottom sides. The cells you always insert into the bottom. And we have perfectly one last spot. Boom. this. Let me get an empty, I probably can grab one right here. Sell. And got it. Beautiful. And so let's put it stack at a time. Boom. All right. Now we are good to go. Now we're good to go. All right. So this will start to clog up our system quite a bit with methane over time. But I think we are good for now. And as you can see, it's starting to fill up. Once we get to a certain point. Come on, baby. So I think it needs quite a bit of it, but in the time it takes to process, it should be fine. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead. All right, this is going to be kind of interesting what I'm about to do. I mean, it should be fine. Well, you know what? I'll save those. I was going to try and set in more of these, which I could just do across the top, but I'm not sure. There might be something else that we process. But what I could do, if I wanted to, because of the routers, I could just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I can always remove them if I want to. But these are all linked into the system because of the router, and they're all blocks with an inventory touching. So let's just give it a sec. Yeah, see? Isn't that cool? All right. So golden on that front. Let's throw our added cell in there. I'm going to throw that because that's another material. I like to have chests in the area that have like anything that I need to set on the back of the AE system. I like to just have those handy. All right, cool. Look at our factory. Almost completely filled. We do have more room and power ready to if we want to add in more things. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. We have the rest of this wall from the industrial electrolyzers. Why don't I craft up? We probably won't have stuff set for each of them, but they're kind of lonely, you know? We only got one row of those and we got all these. We have enough to get in quite a bit more. 8, 16, 24 more. So why don't I craft them? And maybe we use them, maybe we don't. But, you know, in any case, why don't I do that? So 24 more. Boom. Awesome. All right, let me let those craft. Our system is doing well. Let's just see in the amount of time that I've been yakking. I wonder how much UU matter we've made now. Look at that. Holy crap. That's enough to make already another hybrid solar panel. Which, of course, I'm going to have to do. But, yeah, with 9 of them going, you can only imagine in between episodes, we're probably going to have like 10,000 UU matter by next episode. It is redunculous. So very good. I am so loving this. And now also, so these are the other machines that I had running, doing like hydrogen and doing all these other things. This was doing the tritium. These ones are doing the redstone. All these machines now I can rip out. This guy was the sole one I had doing the hydrogen. And then these are other stuff. So I have the ruby dust going. That makes the chrome. I have the bauxite dust. That's another one that we can rip out. And I might leave that one there just because it goes with the blast furnace. But, you know, we could rip it out and do that there. It's going to free up so much space in this room. Yet again, because you can see those are all the things that I added in kind of willy-nilly wherever I could, you know, fit them. But now we have a proper room. So pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Anyway, I'll see you guys back in a few. All right, guys, we're back. I've got 24 more of these. Ridiculous. Let's go ahead and put in the transformers for them so that we can do it with the high voltage. So 4, and we should have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Jeezy Pete's. How many of these do I have? I have so many. Wow. All right. Hopefully I have enough transformers. So these ones normally are already on mid voltage. So you actually only need 1 per. So beautiful. Do 1 into each. Beautiful. I like to separate them by the 4s just so that I can... you know, it adds up because these stack to 4. So I know I went through the full stack. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Next one. boom, 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 boom. All right. And the final 4. Perfect. So 24 more of them. And I kind of like this. These are, I guess, Greg Tech machines. It's kind of nice how the transformers, because that can always be an issue with the IC2 machines. You have to remove the wiring because the transformers don't stay in it. But with these, it remembers it. Now on the flip side, what sucks is if you mess up when putting on the upgrades, it pretty much ruins the machines. But yeah, perfect. So these guys, I don't need water into. Ooh. All right, we're going to skip that one just because I'm going to have to redo it a little bit. We may not need that many of them doing water for the hydrogen because as you can see, our hydrogen, we got quite a lot of hydrogen. I don't know if we're actually using it fast enough. I don't know, or maybe we need more. I don't know, but for now, our hydrogen levels are up quite high. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get the water into it. I could do it on the front side, but that kind of ruins the look. So yeah, for now, we'll just do that. And these ones, oh, there's got to be some type of block that I can put in between, to separate it. I know there's got to be. Probably, oh, that's something else we haven't set up. That laser thing. All right, that's something else we're going to have to set up into the future. But for now, we're going to not worry about that. All right, and you know what? These ones, I'll set in those. And then I'll just, because I don't want the water going in. Yeah, I'm just going to leave those blank. And we'll have 4 extras. All right, beautiful. So we got all those in. We can remove all these pipes for now. All these liquid ducts. Because I had them all set up so that we could do the water into all of them. But again, for now, we'll just remove them. So good enough. All right, beautiful. And then let's go over to the back sides. Do I have these already programmed to anything? I don't think I do. No, I have them blank. Perfect. Do I have these guys already done? Insert into top side. Okay, yeah, so none of the routers are programmed. All right. So next thing, something that I know I'm processing downstairs and I have a lot of is the pyrite. This stuff. Yeah. So with this stuff, I want to get rid of it because I have no use for it. So with this, if you put it into the industrial electrolyzer, you get silver and you get iron. I don't know I'm going to use the sulfur for yet, but I do know iron's something I can use. And I know that the pyrite, there's just nothing else to really use it for that I can find. So I think that's good enough. Why don't we set this one right here? So how do I set this guy? Which one did the extracting? All right, so extract from north side. So insert, extract from, oop, I passed it. Can we go back? All right, let's do it again. Extract from north side, right? North side? Yep. And this one is going to go insert into top side. Top side's the one that always fills them. And for this guy, you don't need any type of cells or anything. So perfect. And that one is insert into top side. All right. So stack at a time and pyrite. Beautiful. And this one is just got to be the removal. All right. Perfect. So these should be filling up. Awesome. And look at that. All right. So yeah, we've got that mega processing. That's cool. Why don't we go like that? So I have one in the system there. Do I have a blank thing? No, I don't. All right. Well, I'll set up a monitor later. So this way I can actually see where I am. In fact, we could do that. Let's go ahead and we'll build this one up by 1. All right, beautiful. Let's grab a monitor. And I'll pretty some of this up even more into the future. But for now, I can just go like that. And I can go like that. And I can go finally, that to lock it. Awesome. So locked in, I'll be able to monitor it. Once I'm actually at the point where this is, way down lower, I can probably free up some of the machines. And what I may end up doing into the future is just having sets of 4 instead of sets of 8 doing stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of other things that I can industrial electrolyze, such as bauxite and everything like that. For now, I'm keeping up with that with just a single machine. So I'm not too stressed about that. So you know what? For the time being, I think we are good with stuff that we're processing. This is doing amazing. And ultimately, we probably already have some in our system. Let's take a look. So methane, sweet, we already have 22. And as you can see, this is one thing that we could, if we wanted to, use methane for a liquid-fueled firebox, which is for the boilers downstairs. So that's cool. It can also be burned for 45,000 EU at 16 EU a tick in a gas turbine. So we'll probably decide to do one of those. But we'll let the system fill up, and we'll worry about that come next episode. Just extra power off of shenanigans that we're not even using. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put a methane cell here so that we have it saved. And why don't where can I can put a monitor for now. Again, I'll probably move this later so it looks a little prettier, but we can just go like that. So I can actually see how much methane's in our system. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So you know what? I think we did good. I'll figure out what are all the other things that I want to get put in here. We'll figure out what we want to do over on this side. Yeah. And I'm hoping for the tanks, we'll actually be able to move up to quantum tanks soon. They can basically hold like unlimited amounts of liquid. So we'll have to set up something that can dump all the cells into them. So cool. I am quite happy, guys. I think we are well over time. Today I did a little bit more of showing you the process of stuff that I do. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Definitely if you did, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe so you can be first to watch the Minecraft awesomeness. We're probably going to be switching back, toning it back a little bit, just because as you get to the later steps, it takes way more time. We'll probably be switching down to 2 times a week for sure. And then if I can, I'll get in a third. We'll probably be switching to Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm not exactly sure about the schedule, but definitely go to check that out. I am doing ARC daily though now. So the 1 o'clock, the 1 p.m. Eastern, United States Eastern time zone, Eastern Standard, that will be reserved for the ARC videos. So these, I haven't decided yet. Let me know if you'd like to see them later in the day than the 1 o'clock. Should I upload them later, or would you like to see them earlier? Like maybe 10 o'clock Eastern. That's, let me see, that's a few hours before. So either a few hours before, a few hours after. You guys let me know, because I'm not sure where people live that are watching this series, if you'd like it earlier or later in the day. Either way, thank you oh so much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Once again, show that amazing support for the series by smashing that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe for the Minecraft awesomeness. And as always, guys, I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching, and peace out.